to see the red arrows. The smoke is about to come on. Get your vocal cords warmed up. Take those lens caps off your cameras, because here they are. The Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows! To the right-hand there, calls the pilots into shuttle. The aircraft now collapsed around 6 feet apart at this right-hand turn. They're going to form the shape of the space shuttle. Red one at the front there is Squadron Leader David Montenegro. It's his second year as the team's leader. He is a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 air defense pilot. He first joined the team in 2009, leaving in 2011, having led the synchro pair. Now in from the right. Here is Shuttle, ready for the shuttle roll. It's the first of our two new pilots this year. He is Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Matt Masters. Matt started his career in the Royal Air Force as an instructor on the Tucano aircraft, teaching basic fast jet training. He then moved on to fly the Tornado 3 in the air defense role, and then moved across to fly this version of Hawk with number 100 Squadron, which is another squadron in the Royal Air Force, which is going to direct you to use that as targets for our frontline aircraft. Front left now, and a shape is formed. This one was given its name back in the 1960s, when NASA's Apollo program was in full swing. We put it in the display this year to celebrate the achievements of Major Tim Peake and his journey aboard the International Space Station. This shape is meant to depict the lunar landing craft on the Apollo missions, ladies and gentlemen. 9 headlights coming towards you with the smoke on. This is Apollo! They do so with a very set cadence in their voice, the idea being the other pilots continue counting in their heads using that cadence. On the count of 4, they extend their air brakes. On the count of 6, they retract their air brakes, which means they all move back at the right rate to form this shape, which depicts the delta wing platform of the Royal Air Force's multi-role combat aircraft. You'll see it displayed later on, coming in to the left with red and white smoke. This is Typhoon! At the front of the left-hand wing of that Typhoon shape, he's Red 3 pilot Cy Taylor. Cy started his career as a Tornado GR4 pilot. He then moved across to fly the Typhoon with number 3 Squadron on the front line. Then he became an instructor on number 29 Squadron, the operational conversion unit, from which you'll see the Typhoon display later on. Looking to the right now, you see another shape is formed, ready for a brand new manoeuvre for 2016, which celebrates the Royal Air Force's fast jet workhorse. Since 1991 and the start of the First Gulf War, the Royal Air Force's Tornado bomber force has been on near enough continuous operations. Celebrating that feat, in from the right, this is Tornado! The front left of the 7-arrow shape in that Tornado manoeuvre. So 5 is Flight Lieutenant Emmett Cox. He's actually from New Zealand, but he moved to the UK in 2002 to join the Royal Air Force. He then became a tornado pilot before moving on to be an instructor, teaching basic pilot training in the Squadron. Right left now, another shape is formed. The three aircraft dropped to the very back of the formation on each side of being Red 7's jet. They're now 120 feet away from Red 1's aircraft, for which every one of these pilots is concentrating for their references. They don't look at the pilot or the jet only 6 feet away. Everyone looks at the box as if trust that the pilot only 6 feet away and it's going to be in his right place. So the smoke is on. A very difficult shape to fly. Cameras ready for Swan. Bottom of Swan as we look at it, on the far left-hand side is Red 9, flight lieutenant Joe Hurston. Joe is in his third and final year as a Red Arrow display pilot. He started his career instructing on this version of Hawk, the Hawk T Mark 1. He then moved across to fly the Tornado, then went back to the Hawk as an instructor, this time on the Hawk T Mark 2, the Royal Air Force's newest advanced jet trainer. That's him at the very top of that shape change over to the right. You see the smoke is on for 2 and 3. They form a shape reminiscent of the 1960s Royal Naval fighter, the twin-boomed de Havilland Sea Vixen. They're in a shape called Big Vixen down towards Beachy Head. They're going to fly the Big Vixen roll. Upside down and down. Stu's also in his third and final year as a Red Arrow pilot. He started off as an instructor on the Tucano, was in fact a Tucano display pilot back in 2008. He then became a Tornado pilot with number 617, the Dambuster Squadron, before joining the Red Arrows. Well, that is the end of the first part of the Red Arrow display, ladies and gentlemen. Have you enjoyed it so far? Very good. Well, now it's about to get even better as we start splitting down into sections of 2 to 7 aircraft with some much more dynamic performing. Looking to the front, you see a big T-shape. That's known as Dagger. At the front of Dagger are Reds 1 to 5. They're known as Enid, after Enid Blyton's famous 5. And at the back in the straight line are Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9. Collectively, they're known as Jippo. Jippo was the nickname of the gentleman who first led the back 4 aircraft. The Red Arrow started officially flying night shifts in 1968. So now, definitely time to get your cameras ready. 9 smokes are on, pointing straight towards us to start the second part of the display. This is the detonator. Keep your eyes on the coloured smoke jets of Jippo. These are the opposition barrel rolls. Turn away from everything in these pilots' bodies is under 6 times the force of gravity, weight 6 times more than normal, including their blood, which puts the tool in their feet. Their G's have been inflated, they're tightening their leg muscles, fighting the G-force. They fly the cyclone. cutting the corner is Red 7, getting into line of turn. Now look right, 45 degrees to find Enid. On comes their smoke. They're joined by Red 8 and 9 to the front right. Dropping down to form an inverted V. In from the left of the synchro pair. A huge patriotic moment. Eastbourne with a huge round of applause for Great Britain. Just to the left of the cliffs as we look at it. On comes synchro smoke. Keep your eyes on those two jets as they fly to shotgun. Upright and inverted at various stages through that fabulous shotgun manoeuvre. They finish that down to the left-hand side. Well, keep your eyes in that direction. This is the control column which rolls it round its longitudinal axis. Now, look straight ahead. Pulling up at 500 miles an hour are the synchro pair. Apexing at 5,500 feet. They put their white smoke on as they get ready to draw our famous heart here in the skies above Eastbourne. Keep looking top right of the heart where you'll see a red 9 about to appear. We're adding a final touch. Now I'm going to dedicate this to Red 2 today, and I'll tell you why at the end of the display. With Red 2, with his heart, and 6 and 7 finishing their heart there, ladies and gentlemen. Now keep your eyes to the front where you see Red 6 and 7 getting ready for their next manoeuvre, which this year they've changed the name of in honour of an aviation legend. Captain Eric Brown was a Royal Navy test pilot and fighter pilot during the Second World War. Sadly, he passed away in February this year. He's a world record holder for the most number of aircraft flown, 487 different types of aircraft. Eric was known as Winkle. He was a short chap. As I say, he sadly passed away in February this year. In honour of the aviation legend that was Winkle Brown, these are the Winkle Rolls. Form a fox shape, the fifth jet now with the white smoke on rolling around them a dozen times. This is the Twister! And then the tornado is gone. That's it. Finishing his 12th roll now, which is red, smoke and white. He gets very busy finishing the Twister with the front left. Now, bring your eyes further left. No trickery here. Reds 8 and 9 are matching them directly underneath as they fly in from the left in mirror. As Red 6 as you watch them roll out to the right in a double line astern, finishing that mirror pass. But now look to your left for Enid. inside pilots pitching to the outside as they fly the rollback. In close formation. This is the corkscrew. Finishing down to the left. You need to look your front right 45 degrees now to find Enid. Enid, line astern, go, says Red 1. They now put their smoke on and stack top to bottom, Red 1 through 5, to the right 45. Coming right, the following pilots use a lot of rudder to swing the jets out like a pendulum. Great, line astern. Normally we fly our formation with odd numbered pilots on the left, with even numbered pilots flying on the right. It's still on the ground. And 4 are on the left, where 3 of 5 are on the right. They don't like flying on opposite sides. They're going to switch back to their normal side, but they're going to do it like this. This is the slalom. Tightening says Red 1 as he points to a 4G turn, finishing this slalom maneuver. Now look straight ahead to find Jippo. On comes Jippo's white smoke directly ahead. Red base in 9 with the coloured smoke pitching up to roll around the synchro pair. They then perform their own rolls. Get your cameras ready for the Jippo break. These 4 aircraft now descending just 100 feet above the sea. Their closing speed is 820 miles per hour. Cameras ready. This is the amazing Jippo Pass. Through that cloud in a shape called Leader's Benefit as they get ready to draw a red, white and blue snake-like shape of smoke in the sky now. As they come in from the right-hand side to fly the Titan. Focusing back, diesel fuel is injected into the aircraft. past 400 degree engine exhaust, and that makes it vaporised. The white smoke is pure diesel. To get the red and blue, we add a dye to the diesel, carrying 5 minutes of white and a minute each of red and blue. Now, looking left and right again for the synchro pair and their final manoeuvre. This time, red 6 comes from the right, here he is, and red 7 from the left. They're closing at 800 miles an hour. They're going to cross 3 times in opposing 360 degrees, 6G turns. Red 6 right with the smoke on. Here's red 7 from the left. Get your cameras ready for the carousel. Pilots are now formed in a 7-ship Vixen formation to finish the display. With colour smoke, get your cameras ready for the Vixen break. You've been watching the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team.